Right now, one person is dead after an early morning house fire in Dane County. We will share what we know from Madison. But first, breaking news at this hour out of Milwaukee. An attempted carjacking leaves an unborn child dead after a chase along Interstate 43. And our Reality Check series returns with a look into two political attack ads against both Senator Tammy Baldwin and a Republican challenger, Eric Hovde. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. We begin tonight with that breaking news out of the Milwaukee area where an attempted armed carjacking led to a chaotic chase on a busy stretch of interstate. An officer shooting two people. Sadly, an unborn child has died tonight. That chase started at 2:23 p.m. when the Milwaukee Police Department tried to pull over a vehicle near Milwaukee's north side. Milwaukee PD said the car was wanted in connection to an armed carjacking and also another attempted carjacking. Well, that vehicle took off north on 43. Then the driver moved into construction areas where they were blocked by a cement truck. Milwaukee PD said officers approached, but the driver ignored commands to stop, instead putting the car in reverse and hitting a squad car. The officer then fired into the vehicle. Two people were hit. An unborn child did not survive.
The single was like pow, 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 and then the automatic was like that, and it was that.
Parents, what is going on with your children? People in our community, how are we helping to keep our kids in positive behaviors?
This is a developing story, and we will continue to update it at our website, channel3000.com. A house fire early this morning in Madison leaves one person dead. Our Armand Rahman joins us now with what we have learned so far. Armand?
Eric, officials of the Dane County Sheriff's Office say a neighbor discovered and reported the fire after power went out in the area, and neighbors tell our crews flames completely engulfed that house. It happened around 6:40 in the morning on County Highway Y near the Black Hawk River Runs Canoe Rental Company. The Dane County Medical Examiner's Office found one person dead inside. A dog was also inside the home but was able to escape unhurt. Dane County Sheriff's Office deputies and firefighters from Black Earth and Madison responded to that scene. And News 3 Now has heard from multiple neighbors who say they know the identity of the victim, but we are awaiting official confirmation from the medical examiner's office or the victim's family.
Armand, thank you. Now we want to take a look at our first warn forecast. Meteorologist Jacob Madison joins us. Jacob?
Yeah, we are going to see more thunderstorm activity over the next couple of days where we have alert days in the forecast. But first, look at the current radar. Mostly dry, but there are a few light showers and thunderstorms to the south of Dane County near the Illinois border. Right now, looks like for those of you in Monroe, some thunderstorms are expected over the next 10 minutes, mostly in Lafayette and Greene counties. And these storms may continue to push off to the northeast, but they are going to dissipate as they do so. Overall, we're not going to see a lot of rain tonight, but we could continue to see some pop-up showers and storms, very small ones, I should point out. But we do have that alert day for tomorrow afternoon and also Saturday afternoon for the possibility of severe weather. We could be seeing damaging wind, hail, maybe even an isolated tornado with these thunderstorms. So looking at the severe weather outlook for Friday, the strongest storms will be to the north and west of Dane County. But then for Saturday, the majority of our area under a slight risk, and those that aren't under a slight risk are under a marginal risk. I'll talk more detail about the timing of the rainfall coming up a little bit later.
Jacob, thank you. Housing is one of the biggest challenges facing the city of Madison, and the Common Council approved 4 new housing developments in a meeting just on Tuesday night. Our Merrill Hubbard tells us more about what the alders and residents had to say about these latest proposals.
The city of Madison is experiencing some growing pains as questions of when, where, and how new housing developments will take place in the future.
We know that Madison's going to continue to grow, and we need to have these dialogues.
The city council approved 4 developments, including an apartment and hotel in place of Essen House, a tiny village for homeless people, and a mixed-use building on unused farmland.
Majority of the council, and this has been true for some number of years now, that are really engaged and motivated to try to find places where it makes sense to have more housing.
However, the main focus on Tuesday was a 3-story building plan on Old Sauk Road.
I'm cautious because I'm planning to be in the city for several more decades. I want to make sure we're doing it right.
Many residents voiced concerns for the new development on the road's precarious infrastructure.
That part of Madison, just like other areas, just does not have the necessary infrastructure to support the massive amounts of rain that we are receiving.
Along with the flooding, the other main concerns have to do with the size of the new building and increased traffic.
So you could say it's a walkable neighborhood, but you are mainly walking on the streets.
On the other hand, some alders and residents believe these problems can be solved with the help of the city's stormwater experts.
We have some pretty good stormwater experts on staff with the city. So ultimately, at the meeting, we resolved that that was an important issue, but it was going to be resolvable.
Alders told me there will be many more conversations about the Sauk Road project and that it will be a while before a shovel breaks ground.
That's our Merrill Hubbard reporting. We'll be bringing you updates on all of those approved developments in the coming days right here on News 3 Now. And when you think about moving, usually it's people doing the moving. Well, a new building for those in downtown Madison, they got to see just the opposite. The 6 to 8 hour project of moving an entire dwelling started this morning on West Dayton Street, a 4-story apartment building starting that slow crawl towards West Mifflin, about a block and a half away. The moving residence was a feat of complicated engineering and planning. Multiple blocks were closed down. Electrical lines were even taken down while that structure was on the move. It was completed without any issues. Deputies with the Dane County Sheriff's Office are adopting a new body camera, and there are questions about how they will work. Well, today the Sheriff's Office gave us a look at the latest technology in law enforcement and how it will be used. These body cams are created by Axon, and it's what Dane County Sheriff's officials will be wearing going forward.
We're now at the point where our deputies will begin training on them. So we've looked forward to getting body-worn cameras for a very long time. So we're really excited to get this project started and start using the Axon products.
That's part of a pilot program yet to happen this year. Part of this demonstration, the Sheriff's Office also showed off new tasers that officers will be using soon. Well, the fate of former UW La Crosse Chancellor Joe Gao's tenured position with faculty is now in the hands of 5 of his peers. They wrapped up day 2 of the disciplinary hearing today. After Gao presented his case and called on his witness, Interim Chancellor Betsy Morgan, the hearing ended with closing statements from both sides, where Gao claimed that admissions are still up and he and his wife's appearances in pornography have not affected the overall image of the university. UWL officials claim it has damaged the image and integrity of the school. Gao says through it all, he believes he presented a strong case and says that him not cooperating with investigators is simply not true.
And also the notion that we took material off our computers before we turned them in, that's really not true. And those computers were seized from my office, and they were done right away, so we didn't have any opportunity to do anything with them. I question what happened with them after they were taken. I mean, there's some stuff on there that we've never seen before that we didn't put there, so that's very troubling.
Now the hearing is in closed session. The panel will decide whether or not Gao will keep that tenured position as a member of the UWL faculty. When that decision is made, we'll update you on air, online, and through our social media platforms. Political ads are all over the airwaves now as we head into this busy election year. We're helping you make sense of them by checking the facts and showing you the full picture. Here with the News 3 Now Reality Check is our political reporter, Will Keneally.
We're going to take a look at 2 attack ads in the U.S. Senate race right now. Here's one run by a third party attacking incumbent Democrat Tammy Baldwin.
Baldwin pretends she's for Wisconsin, then jets off to Hollywood to raise money from celebrities.
Does Baldwin raise money from Hollywood celebrities? This is true. News 3 Now pulled a list of all Baldwin's California donors for the last 6 years. Among those donating to her campaign are Steven Spielberg and Madison native actor Bradley Whitford. Now let's take a look at the numbers here. Baldwin raised $2.9 million from California donors over that last 6-year period. Now that amounts to about 13% of all donations she received over that time. If you're wondering how much money she raised here in Wisconsin, that's $9.6 million, or about 42% of her total haul.
And Baldwin says she's cleaning up Congress, but hires lobbyists to her D.C. staff.
This is true, but let's add some context to that revolving door claim. News 3 Now was able to confirm at least 6 Baldwin staffers who fall into that camp. These are people who are on a public list of past and present Baldwin staffers and who also appear on a list of lobbyists from the last 10 years of FEC contributors. If we take that as a percentage, at least 2% of Baldwin's past and present staff have also worked as a lobbyist in the last 10 years. Let's take a look now at this ad attacking Republican challenger Eric Hovde.
Every day, we get to know more about California multimillionaire Eric Hovde.
This ad, run by a third party, focuses on critiques on Hovde's campaign, focusing on elders.
Hovde's Bank even owns a nursing home being sued for elder abuse and wrongful death.
This is true, but we'll add a little context here. This California senior living facility is owned by an LLC, and Hovde's Bank owns that LLC. A 94-year-old fell at that facility and later died. Now, a lawsuit alleges the facility did not provide proper care for her. And earlier this year, Hovde's Bank was added to that lawsuit. Now, a spokesperson for the Hovde campaign says neither Hovde nor his bank managed the day-to-day operations of that facility. It's contracted out.
No wonder Hovde said most seniors shouldn't vote.
These are roughly the comments that Hovde made on a conservative talk radio show. The ad plays a clip of his comments. Take a listen.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Hovde later clarified that he did not mean all elderly people should not vote. Hovde's comments come from continued conservative concern about the 2020 election and whether voter fraud occurred at nursing homes via those mentally unfit to vote. Now, again, both state and federal judges have found that there was no widespread fraud during that 2020 election. I'm Will Keneally with this reality check.
And you can find all of our links and resources for this reality check online at channel3000.com. Coming up on News 3 Now at 10, if you plan to travel for your 4th of July holiday, you won't be alone. Record-breaking numbers are predicted. Plus, it is finally official. Joe Biden and Donald Trump will meet in the first presidential debate next week. We'll have a preview of that event when we come back.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
A lot of law firms claim to be experts at handling injury cases that involve large trucks. But handling one trucking case does not make you an expert on the subject. Experience matters in these cases. One local firm has handled 25 trucking cases which resulted in payments over $1 million each, and hundreds of others as well. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Madison, a new era in golf has arrived. Introducing TPC Wisconsin, an elite golf club with worldwide privileges. Contact TPC Wisconsin today for your exclusive membership.
All month long on Buzzed Into Madison, we are celebrating our hard-working Wisconsin dairy farmers.
And next, Buzzed Into Madison is going to Larson Acres.
Right here in Evansville, Sandy and her family have an amazing story. All that and more on the next Buzzed Into Madison.
They say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, they are correct.
Enjoy one of our tasty steak patty sandwiches paired with a $2 medium-iced coffee.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Golding is on the Jennifer Hudson Show.
The second I got here, it's just been the best vibes.
Plus, Nick DiGiovanni gives me a cooking lesson.
So how much you cook?
Not at all. Being on this show is the most I can cook.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
The 4th of July is just 2 weeks away already. Travel is expected to be the busiest ever for this holiday. AAA predicting nearly 71 million Americans will travel at least 50 miles, up 5% from last year. And nearly 7% more Americans are expected to fly somewhere over the holiday. Back on our roads, drivers will find gas prices about 13 cents cheaper a gallon than a year ago.
Numbers just keep going up, and we keep setting these new records, and we sound like a broken record, but that's because the records are being set year after year.
Well, since just May 17th, TSA has seen 7 of its busiest days ever. Experts say flexibility is key when you're looking for those last-minute deals. TSA says any day now they could screen more than 3 million people at checkpoints in one 24-hour period. That would be a new record. The busiest time on the road is expected to be the day before the 4th of July and also the Sunday after. President Biden and former President Trump are gearing up for an historic showdown, with the stage now set for the June 27th presidential debate next Thursday. The debate qualification window closed last night, with only President Biden and former President Trump making that cut. This is the first debate in U.S. history between a sitting U.S. president and a former U.S. president. A national poll published by Fox News yesterday shows President Biden leading by 2 points. That's a 3-point improvement for President Biden over last month's Fox News poll, where Donald Trump led by 1 point. Some experts point to Trump's recent criminal conviction as a factor.
Trump is a convicted felon now, which he wasn't a few months ago, and independent voters really don't like that in their president.
President Biden does have a slight advantage with some of those swing voters. Now, granted, we're 5 months ahead. Those numbers are going to constantly change.
The debate could be a defining moment in a presidential race that solidified earlier than usual and features 2 universally known candidates. Nearly 100 million Americans from coast to coast are suffering through dangerous conditions as this week's heat wave continues. Soaring temperatures are sweeping over a large part of the U.S., blanketing the Midwest all the way up into New England and Maine, with potentially dangerous consequences. And mid-Atlantic cities such as Washington, D.C. are bracing for even hotter temperatures on into the weekend. As the heat presses on, the National Weather Service warns more widespread record-high temperatures are likely in the days ahead. And 2 massive blazes continue to burn in New Mexico with little to no containment, leaving at least 1,400 structures destroyed so far. The human toll also growing more tragic. The son of a man found dead in Ruidoso Tuesday says his father's broken leg prevented his escape. And rains from Tropical Depression Alberto threaten to add to the weather woes in that state, with heavy rainfall turning wildfire-ravaged roads and towns into flood and mudslide zones.
Rain is good for putting out fire. The rain is not good for pretty much everything else.
The National Hurricane Center says Alberto will start to lose some of its punch now that it's tracking through central Mexico. Still, its impact along the Texas coast has yet to subside. There could be as much as 10 inches of rain in southern Texas. The storm bringing down trees, causing rivers there to swell. Those in the community were coming to each other's rescue as multiple vehicles stopped running in that high water. It's now covering city blocks thigh deep in some areas. Now for a look at our forecasts, we turn to meteorologist Jacob Madison. Jacob?
That was quite a minute of all the weather disasters going on across the United States. It almost makes our alert day kind of tame in comparison. But we still have an alert day for the possibility of severe weather. We're going to see stormy conditions tomorrow and Saturday, quiet on Sunday. And for much of next week, we're not going to see quite as much rainfall, but a few days we could see a few showers and storms. Now here's a look at the alert day information. We could be talking about damaging winds, hail, maybe even an isolated tornado. And this is for all of southern Wisconsin. For Friday, though, places near the Illinois border may not see quite as much severe weather, but both Friday and Saturday together, the entire region expect to see severe weather at some point. So looking at the current radar, still seeing some light showers and a few light storms, but they are dissipating a little bit as they move off to the northeast. Again, we may continue to see some of these throughout the night, but we're not going to see much rainfall overnight. So looking at the severe weather outlook again for Friday, slight risk to the north and west of Dane County, marginal risk for the majority of our region beyond the slight risk, but there is no risk near the Illinois border. But just because it says there's no risk doesn't mean that you folks near the Illinois border can't see a severe thunderstorm on Friday. But for Saturday, we are seeing a slight risk for much of our area and a marginal risk for those not under the slight risk. So it does look like Saturday will be the better of 2 days in terms of greatest chance of severe weather in general. So looking at the overnight forecast, a few light showers are possible, maybe even a few pockets of heavy rainfall, but we're not going to see the consistent showers and storms until later in the day on Friday. During the afternoon hours, we'll see a round of showers and storms, especially for Madison and points northward. Could see some severe weather with this, but the best chance of severe weather will be during the evening, as we are going to see a line of showers and storms form to the northwest of our area and move southeast. It's going to dissipate a little bit as it moves further southeast, but we could still see some severe weather around Dane County and places to the south and east. And then overnight Friday into Saturday, we could see another line of showers and storms early in the morning Saturday with some lighter rain later in the morning into the early afternoon Saturday. And then as we get to the afternoon hours Saturday, mostly dry, but as you can see, still could see some pop-up showers and storms. And then the best chance of severe weather over the next 48 hours in general will be Saturday evening, as we are going to see a line of showers and storms move into our area from the west and impact the majority of our region during the evening on Saturday. But once this clears out, we are looking dry for Sunday and for the first part of next week in general. Now, I talked about a lot of chances of storms the next couple of days. Very on and off, and because we are going to see a lot of storm chances, rainfall could exceed 2 inches, which may create some flooding concerns, as we have seen an abundance of rainfall over the last month or so. So again, we're going to continue to see heavy rainfall, possibly some flooding concerns. And looking specifically at the timing, again, the best chance will be Saturday during the day, but really Friday during the day through Saturday night, we are going to see a good chance of some storms. Monday night looks to be the next chance of rain for the first half of next week, but overall, we're not going to see quite as much rain next week, but temperatures will flow a little bit from the middle 80s to upper 70s a few days.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Get an 11% rebate on your next roofing project now at Menards. We have an unbeatable selection of Atlas shingles. Castlebrook, Briarwood, and Pinnacle shingles feature a limited lifetime warranty, up to 130 miles per hour wind warranty, and a super wide design for fast installation. Choose from 20 styles in stock, ready to take home today. Get an 11% rebate on all Atlas shingles right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Broadway at Overture Center. See the best of Broadway. Subscribe at overture.org.
This is me, and this was my stubborn body fat. My name's Adrian, and Sonobello changed my life.
Sonobello is America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
After having 2 kids, my body, it changed a lot. I tried everything to lose the fat, but nothing seemed to work.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, back, chin, and more.
I've seen such dramatic results. My tummy is gone, my double chin is gone, and my hourglass shape is back. This was the mommy makeover that I deserved.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-357-3263 or go to sonobello.com.
Those of us in the middle class are getting crushed right now. The biggest corporations jack up prices on everything, and then they don't even pay their share of taxes. It's total bull, to be honest. But President Biden's plan closes the corporate tax loopholes and uses that money to protect Social Security and invest in clean energy to drive down our costs. It also caps prices on prescription drugs. The president's plan stops the corporate giveaways and lowers costs for us.
All month long on Buzzed Into Madison, we are celebrating our hard-working Wisconsin dairy farmers.
And next, Buzzed Into Madison is going to Larson Acres.
Right here in Evansville, Sandy and her family have an amazing story. All that and more on the next Buzzed Into Madison.
LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers have a new leader. J.J. Redick has agreed to be LA's new head coach, according to team sources. The 39-year-old met with Lakers officials recently and ended up coming to terms on a 4-year deal. Redick played for 6 teams in his 15-year NBA career, including 28 games with the Milwaukee Bucks back in the 2012-2013 season. However, He has never coached above the youth level. Since hanging up the uniform, Redick has served as a media personality. He and LeBron James, in fact, have a podcast called Mind the Game. Well, it was another late game out west for the Brewers last night as they look to lock up their series against the Angels. The Crew looking for their 4th win in 5. Freddie Peralta has had a rough June, but not last night. As we look at a pair of his 8 strikeouts as he scattered 3 hits over 6 scoreless innings on the mound for the Brewers. We pick it up offensively in the 8th inning. The Brewers already were leading 1-0 when Willy Adames adds to it right here, dropping one into shallow left field. Christian Yelich casually trots home. The Brewers won that one 2-0 in Anaheim. Tonight, the road trip continues down the road against the San Diego Padres, a 4-game series there. Didn't take long for the Padres to jump out to a 4-0 first-inning lead with 2 first-inning homers off Bryce Wilson, including a 3-run shot by Manny Machado. The Brewers have trimmed that deficit a bit, and the Padres lead right now in the bottom of the 6th, 5-3. More madness could be coming to March. Yahoo Sports reporting the NCAA is presenting a plan to Division I commissioners to expand the men's and women's basketball tournaments by 4 or possibly 8 teams. Now, according to this proposed plan, the NCAA would keep its 64-team brackets, but would add play-in games involving the number 10 through 12 seeds. The earliest the NCAA tournament would expand would be the 2025-26 season. The NCAA Basketball Oversight Committee meets next week, and the Tournament Selection Committee has a meeting next month. Well, there was a Celtics fan frenzy in Boston's North End last night. Head coach Joe Mazzulla paraded the championship trophy around the neighborhood and thanked fans there. It came just 2 days after the team defeated the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals. Tammy Mutasa has the story.
A golden treat for the North End. The brains behind the new NBA champs, Coach Joe Mazzulla, parading precious cargo around the championship trophy while thanking loyal fans.
And I was like, I got to go see the trophy. You know, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I got to go touch it. That's what I did. I'm still shaking from it. It was surreal.
Joe, who's a swarm of Celtics Nation chasing and congratulating him as he bounced from restaurant to restaurant. Fans and owners savoring the precious memories with the superstar coach.
Just to see it in real life, it's even more shiny, bigger, and then seeing Mazzulla in real life, like he's the mastermind behind it all, and like I was this close to his brain. Like,
go Celtics! The Celtics surprise coming 2 days before the highly anticipated rolling parade celebration. And more Celtics fans are flocking the city, like Bryce from North Carolina.
We got up at 2 o'clock this morning and drove. We're 100% committed. We're going to be out there all day Friday ready to go. I've loved the Celtics since I was a kid. I've been waiting on this moment.
More signs are going up, and more championship swag is coming off shelves.
Jason Tatum, big fan, and I got the special patch.
Not only was Laura at the 08 parade, she went all the way back to 86.
I'm going to remember this one for a long time because it was very special.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. That's why the chance to see the symbol of success and resolve was worth it for fans near and far.
I'm here from Orlando. I traveled all the way over here, was at Game 5, experience, once-in-a-lifetime experience. This is insane.
And a lot of fans say they plan on getting to the parade super early so they can get a front row seat in the North End. We'll be right back with a final look at our forecast.
The time to save is now during Ashley's Stars and Stripes event. Get the guaranteed lowest prices with savings up to 75% off holiday doorbusters in stock while they last. And save even more on closeouts. Plus, take special financing for 5 years. Only at Ashley.
All the best parts of summer are here at Summerfest. 600 artists, 12 stages, 3 unforgettable weekends. Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance. Find tickets, lineup, and more at summerfest.com.
Dear Triathlon, let's splash through rushing rivers, take on iconic trails, and race straight to the top. What's the point of winning if you can't kick back and enjoy the view? Yours, Toyota SUVs.
Right now, you can lease a new 2024 Corolla Cross for $299 a month. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
This is where all your dreams come true. You are the Moulin Rouge!
Madison's most spectacular night out is Moulin Rouge, the musical. Winner of 10 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The New York Times calls it dazzling, gasp-inspiring. In Moulin Rouge, life is beautiful. Performances begin July 9th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
This month, we're looking for 200 homeowners interested in getting a new fence. We're offering up to $1,000 off, plus an upgrade of up to 10 free solar caps. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. Call now or visit the website for your new fence today.
These are real people seeking solutions to real problems.
I have plantar fasciitis.
Pain with my feet, my knees. Feet, knees, hips, and back.
And then they were fit with Good Feet arch supports.
I definitely feel the heel-to-toe walk.
I'm not feeling any pain, especially in my heel. That's where I always feel it.
I don't feel the knee pain. I didn't notice any pain in my back. I feel like I could walk all day in these.
Oh, you're a blessing in disguise.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Hanson's windows, roofing, siding, gutters, bathtubs, and showers are guaranteed. Get 50% off installation or enjoy no interest and no payments for 1 year.
Call 1-800-Hansons. Get it done.
The time to save is now during Ashley's Stars and Stripes mattress event. Get the guaranteed lowest prices on top mattress brands. Save up to $1,200 instantly on adjustable mattress sets and special financing for 60 months. Save now at Ashley.
Josh Spreiter, News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
All right, Jacob is back, so we take one final check of the forecast.
Yeah, the next 48 hours, we're going to see a lot of on and off storm chances. We have an alert day both days for the possibility of severe weather. For Friday, the best chance of severe weather will be during the evening for areas northwest of Dane County. Saturday, once again during the evening, but there's a better chance for widespread severe weather across southern Wisconsin. In any case, though, we are likely going to see a few showers and storms earlier in the day for both days, as temperatures will be fairly warm and the conditions will be humid as well. So active next 48 hours, but very quiet on Sunday.
All right, Jacob, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10, folks. Hope you have a great Thursday night.